Welcome to NextKick, the home of passion, power, and pure football energy. If you live for every goal, every tackle, and every roar from the crowd, you're in the right place. This is where football meets emotion, and every kick tells a story. So sit back, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into the beautiful game, right here on NextKick. Soccer ball fire. Tonight, the spotlight falls on the greatest rivalry in club football. Real Madrid vs FC Barcelona. White vs Blaugrana. Power vs pride. It's Matchday 10 of LaLiga 2025-26, and the Santiago Bernabéu glows like a jewel under Madrid's cool autumn sky. The noise is thunderous, the flags are everywhere, and history feels alive again. The cameras sweep across the stands, catching faces full of anticipation. You can sense it, that nervous joy before kickoff. Every Clasico feels like destiny calling once more. The players emerge from the tunnel, and the noise surges. Vinicius Jr. leads Madrid's line with that trademark swagger. Across from him, Pedri adjusts his armband, ready to defend Barca's honor. The referee's whistle slices through the roar, and the battle begins. Madrid start fast. The ball zips between white shirts, crisp, confident. Within seconds, they're pressing high, forcing Barcelona backward. Vinicius races down the left wing, a blur of pace and flair. He beats Koundé once, then again, cutting inside before curling a shot toward the far corner. Ter Stegen reacts like lightning, fingertips pushing the ball over the bar. The Bernabéu gasps, then cheers the intent. Madrid mean business. Barcelona answer through calm control. De Jong drops deep, building play from the back. Pedri and Gavi exchange quick passes, finding rhythm, breaking Madrid's press one triangle at a time. The crowd whistles, urging their team forward, but Barca keep their nerve. This is the essence of the rivalry, chaos meeting composure. Minutes tick by, tension rising. Every tackle draws a roar, every misplaced pass a groan. The match is balanced on a knife's edge. Then, in the 17th minute, Madrid strike again. Bellingham steals possession in midfield and releases Rodrigo with a perfectly weighted through ball. Rodrigo sprints clear, but Ter Stegen closes the angle and blocks with his chest. The rebound falls to Vinicius, who volleys, just wide. The stadium exhales as one. Barca grow into the game. Balda overlaps on the left, crossing low for Lewandowski. The Polish striker swivels, shoots, and Courtois, returning from injury, gets a strong glove to it. Applause breaks out from both sets of fans. It's that kind of night, pure quality on every blade of grass. By the half-hour mark, Madrid tighten their shape. Tchouaméni shields the defense, Bellingham dictates the rhythm. Every time he touches the ball, there's expectation. He moves like he owns the stage, scanning, anticipating. When he drifts forward, Kroos finds him with a subtle pass. Bellingham turns, glides past Pedri, and releases Vinicius again. The crowd rises, sensing something. Vinicius dances through two defenders, plays a 1-2 with Rodrigo, and fires. The ball ricochets off Araujo and out for a corner. Madrid crowd the box. Kroos delivers. Chaos. The clearance drops to Bellingham at the edge of the area. He takes a touch, looks up, and smashes it. The strike cannons off the crossbar and bounces down. In. The stadium erupts. Bellingham wheels away, arms outstretched, face lit with fire. The scoreboard glows. Real Madrid 1-0 Barcelona. The Bernabéu shakes. Flares spark in the stands, songs explode. On the touchline, Ancelotti claps calmly, but you can see the pride in his eyes. Madrid lead, and they look unstoppable. Yet if history teaches anything, it's that Barcelona never die quietly. They respond with fury and elegance combined. Gavi snaps into challenges, Pedri demands the ball, and soon the passing carousel spins faster. In the 42nd minute, Pedri threads a needle pass through two defenders. Lewandowski controls, shifts, shoots, deflection. The ball slides beyond Courtois and into the corner. The away fans explode in color. Barcelona have equalized. Silence from the home end, save for a murmur of disbelief. Real Madrid 1, Barcelona 1. The half ends moments later, and both sides march down the tunnel under a cloud of noise, half cheers, half tension. Inside, Ancelotti paces. He tells his men to stay patient, to press with intelligence. Across the hall, Xavi urges calm. Keep the ball, wait for the opening. The second half is where legends are made. When play resumes, the intensity somehow doubles. Madrid attack the south stand, their fans pulling them forward with every chant. Vinicius and Rodrigo swap wings, confusing their markers. In midfield, Bellingham seems everywhere at once, intercepting, orchestrating, inspiring. Kroos and Modric warm up on the sidelines, experience waits in reserve. In the 52nd minute, Madrid nearly reclaim the lead. A sweeping move sees Carvajal overlap, delivering a perfect low cross. Rodrigo meets it first time, inches wide. He slaps the turf in frustration as chants of Madrid, Madrid, thunder from the terraces. Barcelona counter immediately. Lamine Yamal, the teenage sensation, takes on Mendy down the right. A quick feint, a burst of pace, and he's through. His shot curls toward the top corner, but Courtois flies, fingertips turning it away. Applause ripples even from Madridistas. Both sides know they're watching something special. At the hour mark, the match becomes war. Challenges fly in, the crowd screams for fouls, the referee struggles to contain the fire. But through the chaos, Bellingham stays calm. He collects possession deep, looks up, and spreads it wide. The game flows through him like music. Then, minute 68, destiny strikes again. Vinicius darts past his man, cutting inside, slipping the ball across the area. Araujo lunges to block. Deflection. The ball rolls to Rodrigo. One touch, then another. Bang. Low and true into the corner. Ter Stegen rooted. The Bernabéu explodes once more. Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1. Rodrigo slides on his knees toward the corner flag, teammates piling over him. The stands shake, a sea of white flags waving in delirium. On the bench, Ancelotti pumps his fist. Revenge for the first half equalizer, redemption for missed chances. Barcelona react instantly. They push their line high, desperate to claw back. The game opens up. End-to-end, madness. In the 74th minute, Pedri tries his luck from distance, Courtois parries, and Mendy clears before Lewandowski can pounce. The clock ticks, tension thickens. Every second feels like a heartbeat. By the 80th minute, Barcelona throw everything forward. De Jong advances into midfield, Balda overlaps, Gavi crashes into duels. Madrid defend with grit, bodies on the line. Kroos enters to add control. His first touch is a long diagonal to Vinicius that relieves the pressure. The crowd sings louder than ever. In the 84th minute, a foul on Gavi gives Barcelona a free kick right at the edge of the D. Lewandowski steps up, eyes fixed on the target. He curls it over the wall, inches over. Courtois was beaten, but fortune sides with Madrid. The Bernabéu roars approval. They can smell victory now. The final minutes are pure survival. Barcelona camp near the box, Madrid counter whenever they can. In stoppage time, Ter Stegen joins the attack for a corner. The ball swings in, Courtois punches clear, and Bellingham races onto it. He sprints the length of the field, chased by exhausted defenders, but instead of shooting, he squares to Vinicius. The Brazilian chips gently over the keeper, just wide. And then, the whistle. Full time. Real Madrid 2-1 Barcelona. The stadium becomes a volcano of joy. Players collapse, fans scream, songs echo through the night. Bellingham hugs Rodrigo. Vinicius kneels, eyes to the sky. Ancelotti applauds the crowd, his face calm, proud. Across the pitch, Barcelona's stars stand in silence, beaten but dignified. Outside, the streets of Madrid erupt with celebration. Car horns, chants, flags waving under the lights. It's more than 3 points. It's supremacy, identity, history reborn. El Clasico, once again, belongs to Real Madrid. As the noise of celebration continued to echo through the stands, the players of Real Madrid slowly made their way toward the fans. The supporters held up scarves, phones, and flags, recording every second of a night that would be talked about for years. Bellingham walked slowly toward the south stand, clapping his hands high, acknowledging the deafening chorus of Jude, 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 that rolled through the air. It was a moment of connection, a bridge between the pitch and the people who live for it. Around him, his teammates smiled, relieved, exhausted, fulfilled. They had just conquered the fiercest of rivals on one of the world's biggest stages. In the dressing room tunnel, the echoes of the stadium still hummed. Ancelotti embraced each of his players one by one, his calm voice cutting through the chaos. "This," he said, "is Madrid." Those words carried the weight of history, generations of legends who had walked that same path after great victories. Meanwhile, on the other side, Barcelona's players walked silently toward their dressing room. Lewandowski patted Yamal's shoulder, a silent message that defeat was only temporary. They knew this rivalry was eternal. There would always be another chance, another battle. Reporters crowded the mixed zone, microphones extended, voices overlapping. Every word mattered. Bellingham, still catching his breath, spoke with humility and confidence. "It was tough," he said. "Barca are always strong, but tonight we showed our heart. That's what Real Madrid is about. Heart, fight, and belief." His accent, his poise, his words, everything about him resonated with leadership. The fans watching from across the world nodded. Madrid had found their new icon. Vinicius, too, had a glint in his eye as he spoke. "When you wear this badge, every Clasico is personal," he said. "You don't just play the opponent, you play for the people. You feel every shout, every heartbeat from the crowd." The energy in his words reflected the spirit of the match itself, passion and purpose intertwined. Outside the stadium, the night was alive. Fans filled the streets, waving flags, singing songs, celebrating long past midnight. Children sat on their fathers' shoulders, shouting, "Hala Madrid." Into the chilly air, every corner of the city vibrated with pride. Taxi drivers honked their horns in rhythm, car lights blinking like stars. It wasn't just a win, it was a story, a memory, a chapter in the book that never ends. Back inside the stadium, after the noise faded, a quiet settled in. The floodlights began to dim, the pitch stood empty, and the echo of the crowd slowly disappeared into the Madrid night. But in that silence, the ghosts of the game lingered, the sliding tackles, the cheers, the missed chances, the goals. Somewhere, up in the stands, a forgotten scarf fluttered in the breeze like a small piece of history left behind. The next morning, newspapers across the world carried the same headline in different languages: Real Madrid conquer El Clasico. Pictures of Rodrigo's winner, Bellingham's strike, and Courtois' saves filled the front pages. Analysts broke down tactics, debated player ratings, and speculated on what it meant for the title race. But beyond statistics and numbers, the emotion was what stayed with people. Fans remembered how it felt: the tension before kickoff, the explosion of noise after each goal, the pride at the final whistle. In Barcelona, meanwhile, the mood was somber but not broken. Xavi gathered his players for recovery training, his voice calm, his message clear: "We learn, we move on, we fight again." For young players like Lamine, Yamal and Gavi, nights like this were part of the journey, painful, yes, but essential. Every defeat teaches resilience, every setback plants the seed for a comeback. In Madrid's training complex, laughter returned quickly. The players joked, re-watched highlights, replayed the goals on their phones. Ancelotti, with his trademark grin, reminded them, "Enjoy it, but remember, this is only October. The road to the title is long." His experience grounded them. He knew that in LaLiga, consistency defines champions, not just one glorious night. Still, fans couldn't help but dream. 10 games in, Madrid sat top of the table. Barcelona, though wounded, were close behind. The league was shaping into a two-horse race again, and every pundit predicted that the next Clasico would decide everything. Social media buzzed with clips, memes, celebrations. Hashtags like #ElClasico2025 and #Hala Madrid trended worldwide. Everyone had an opinion, and everyone wanted to relive the drama. Television shows replayed the second goal on loop. The slow-motion footage of Rodrigo's finish, the way the net rippled, the eruption from the crowd, it was football cinema at its finest. Commentators called it a strike of destiny, a phrase that captured the emotion perfectly. Fans debated whether Bellingham was now the best midfielder in the world, or if Vinicius had become the face of the new Galactico era. Meanwhile, deep inside Madrid's camp, the bond between players grew stronger. After training, they sat together sharing stories and laughter. Courtois, once again the hero, humbly deflected praise toward his defenders. "They made my job easier," he said, but everyone knew his saves had kept Madrid alive. His return from injury had felt like a cinematic subplot, the fallen giant returning just in time to write a new chapter of glory. In contrast, Barcelona analyzed every frame of the match, searching for answers. Xavi focused on missed opportunities, defensive lapses, and moments where composure slipped. Yet, even in defeat, the promise of youth shone bright. Yamal's fearlessness, Pedri's vision, and Gavi's intensity hinted at a future worth waiting for. The rivalry, as always, was evolving, old legends fading, new ones rising. Sports radio buzzed for days. Callers debated whether Madrid's victory was deserved or if luck had played its part. But no one denied the spectacle. It was everything a Clasico should be: unpredictable, emotional, dramatic. A microcosm of football's power to unite and divide at once. As days passed, Madrid's fans couldn't stop replaying the night in their minds. Some described it as magic, others as destiny. Children practiced Bellingham's celebration in playgrounds, shouting, "Sayu," and pretending to score against imaginary Barcelona defenders. Posters sold out across stores. The match had already transcended sport. It had become culture, emotion, memory. Late at night, television replays captured moments that had gone unnoticed during the chaos. Ancelotti whispering calm instructions to his players, Lewandowski encouraging teammates after missed chances, Vinicius hugging a ball boy after the final whistle. Tiny gestures that showed humanity behind the spectacle. Because for all its glory, football remains, at its heart, a story of people, their dreams, their struggles, their fleeting moments of joy. That night in Madrid reminded the world why football is called the beautiful game. It wasn't perfect. It was flawed, fiery, unpredictable, but beautiful in every imperfection. The roar of the crowd, the tears, the sweat, the noise, all blended into something unforgettable. And as fans around the world went to sleep, thousands of miles away from Spain, they did so with a smile. Somewhere in Asia, a young fan replayed Rodrigo's goal on his phone one last time before bed. In South America, families celebrated Madrid's win deep into the night. In Africa, watch parties ended with laughter and pride. Football had, once again, united the planet. But even amid triumph, Madrid's players knew the story wasn't over. The season stretched long ahead. More matches, more battles, more pressure. Bellingham spoke in an interview the next day. "You can enjoy the moment, but you have to keep moving. In this club, winning one Clasico isn't enough. You have to keep winning." His words summed up Madrid's mentality: eternal hunger.